Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Politics. My name is Andrew, and I'm going to give you my take on today's politics. The last few videos have been kind of gloomy, kind of depressing, so today I figured we would look through libs of TikTok and laugh at some woke TikToks and woke posts and just have a good, depressing time. So this first one, a classroom in Osseo, Minnesota, looks like an ad for homeschooling. So you got Black Lives Matter in the classroom. Okay. You have the power fist, the communist salute. You've got trans flag, you've got the pride flag. You got an American flag with pride colors. That's white privilege doesn't mean your life hasn't been hard. It means that your skin color isn't one of the things making it harder. But just because your skin's black doesn't mean your life is harder. There's someone on the side here. It's actually what free speech looks like. You know, sure, that's we'll take that and we'll agree with it and we'll say, okay, so in my classroom, can I have American flags, a Second Amendment, First Amendment, on the wall? Can I have a cross? Can I have that sort of stuff? Probably not. But isn't that free speech? This guy says, yet if a student disagrees with any of it, they'll be called phobic and ostracized. Is that really free speech, or is it quote unquote safe speech? Free speech is when both ideas are heard without fear of being condemned. This isn't free speech. None of that stuff on the walls has anything to do with school. Keep your activism to your private life. No need to share with children. Yeah. Oh, and of course they have the "we believe in this household, love is love, water is life," all that BS.
Well, this is just lovely. I had a neighbor confront me for using the women's restroom. I lived here for 4.5 years. Everyone should know that I'm a trans woman. I've always been known as Kaylee. I've always used she, her pronouns. I've been having some stomach issues because of Trulicity, and I had to use the bathroom real quick, and they're single-use bathrooms, and it's the only place that I feel safe using the women's bathroom. Well, I got done and got out, and this neighbor was talking to another neighbor and started pointing out the sign. I knew exactly what she was talking about because there's a big old woman sign. And I'm like, is there a problem? She's like, yeah, you're using the woman's restroom. You're a man. And I said, I'm a trans woman. She's like, no, you're a man. And she kept saying that over and over.
It's because you're a man.
And she kept saying, you're not a she, you're a he. You shouldn't be using it. You were born a man. And just over and over. And honestly, I just lost it. And just started screaming and swearing. I just couldn't handle it. This is my home. This is my safe place. I should be able to use the restroom. The apartment manager knows I'm trans. Everyone knows my name is Kaylee. And then my group of friends, I thought my friends were all starting to yell at me saying I escalated and because she had 2 kids. I didn't even see the kids. They were there and I just lost it. Fight, flight, or freeze, and I fought. You don't know what it's like to be a trans person. And then my one friend started yelling at me, and none of them stood up for them. They blamed me that I was the one that was at fault. When none of them stood up to me when this person kept calling me he, she, he, man, like triggering and awful. Like, I deal with enough on here. Like, my apartment should be a safe place. There's nothing safe for a trans person. There is nothing safe for a trans person. This is the life. And it fucking sucks. And even when you have your friends don't have your back. And then my one friend, Annette, just starts screaming at me. And I'm like, if I start screaming back at her, I'm done. These are fair weather friends. These are not the friends that I need, want, and deserve. And if I can't find it here, I will find it elsewhere. So, I don't know. I'm so fucking triggered and feeling so awful. Like, I just want to die. It fucking sucks. Here's what the men's and women's groups. So they're single-use bathrooms. So you can see there's the men's. Here's the woman's. Oh, thank you.
Look at this guy. Look at this man. He's a man. He says, everyone should know that I'm a trans woman. Dude, you look like Hodor from Game of Thrones. Like, you don't even look like a chick. You can grow a better beard than I can.
To know that I'm a trans woman. I've always been known as Kaylee. I've always used she, her pronouns. I've been having some stomach issues because of Trulicity, and I had to use the bathroom real quick, and they're single-use bathrooms, and it's the only place that I feel safe using the women's bathroom.
It's the only place he feels safe using a women's bathroom. Based off of your stature, from this little, thing I can see here, you look like you're probably a burly dude who's probably over 6 foot tall. How do you not feel safe? You could probably pick me up by my throat and throw me onto the ground. I'm 5'9". This guy is not this petite little woman who feels unsafe like actual women do. What the heck? Also, I like how his friends were yelling at him. Even someone who wants to spend time with this guy knows that he was in the wrong here. Pennsylvania State Senator Steve Santarciro, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Democrat, surprise, surprise, was listed as a sponsor for this queer prom for kids as young as 13 years old. The program included drag shows, and kids received a gift bag containing condoms, lube, and info from Planned Parenthood. 13-year-olds were getting these bags? Are you kidding me? So this is a state senator dancing as a drag queen in front of children.
They're so great. Everyone's going to get a crystal star-shaped pendant and a little charm in there, a Progress Pride flag, a Planned Parenthood bracelet, amazing stuff from our friends at NAMI, condoms, lube, dental latex dam. Thank you, Evolution Candy. Oh my gosh, Carter, hi, I see you there. And
so this is like they're glossing over, the main problem here. Oh, they're gonna get candy, a pride flag, condoms, lube, more candy. Hold on, what'd you just say?
And cute little cards with information, resource card that we have here that's going in every bag, and our beautiful program for Queer Prom with a special thank you for all of our sponsors and donors and volunteers, and some loving, welcoming words for everyone about it. So yeah, so here we are. Look at that. The swag bags are coming together. Everyone will take one home when prom ends at 10 o'clock.
These people need tarred and feathered. They're just so open about this. Disgusting. Okay, it doesn't seem like this was during school hours, but that doesn't make it better. Non-binary teacher goes on TikTok rant, almost in tears because a student is misgendering, quote-unquote, them.
I have a student in one of my classes that's homophobic, transphobic, sexist, purposefully misgenders me. Back in September, I tried to get him moved to another class because it had just been an ongoing issue. And not only was he rude and disrespectful, he was just like not trying, and wouldn't take direction, would constantly argue with me. It's been an ongoing thing. Was told that it's too late in the year, couldn't move him, he would lose the credit. Yet they transferred someone into my class this month who is only getting half the credit. So it's okay for that kid to get half the credit, but not okay to remove the kid that's harassing me. I went to the counselors today. I've been asking for a parent-teacher conference for months now. Hasn't happened. Counselors won't set it up. But when I mentioned the fact that he's misgendering me on purpose, I was told, well, some religions, they don't have to do that because some religions don't agree with that, so they don't have to respect that. At a public school. Now, I don't know if this kid is religious. I don't think he is, but the counselor sure is. And she made it obvious without directly saying it that she doesn't agree with who I am or my existence. So that's fun. And I hope she has the day she deserves. That's all I'm going to say.
Based student. I want to know how old this kid is. It kind of sounds like a middle school slash high school kid, but based. Love it. Do more of it. Yes. I'm so disturbed. This is. I don't even know if I can show this. I'm gonna blur this because it's very suggestive. But there's a kid standing next to a drag man, person, creature, Frankenstein. Um, and there's a microphone where the guy's junk would be. And yeah, he's putting it up to the kid's mouth so the kid can talk into the microphone. At least that's what it kind of looks like. Someone says what's even weirder is that's his son. I don't know if that's true, but this is absolutely disgusting. How is CPS not called on this kid's parents? This guy says, why would they be called in? It's a microphone on a stage. Is it illegal for a kid to speak into a mic? Maybe when it's supposed to look like the guy's dick. Gabriel, blow the trumpets. Fake or out of context. The child could have run up to that position the moment the photo was taken. There's no way this is real and was intended. Really? You don't think that this was real or intended? This is the kind of denialism that's perpetuating this stuff. It's so outrageous that people find it hard to believe. Well, believe it and weep, because this is not the only case of jaw-dropping child sexual exploitation done in public in this kind of setting. For those asking, this is Flavio Mendoza, and that is his child. Let's find this out here. Is that true? It looks like it. Okay, I'm working out with your kid, sure. But that's definitely his kid. If someone says they hate white people because of their skin color, that's not racist because white people have generational wealth. All right, let's watch this.
I understand that people want to, play the victim and be like, it's really hard to be white. It's super hard. It's super hard. People are racist towards us too. What does that mean? Okay, a person of color said they didn't like you because you were white. Okay, that's not racism. And as much as people want to say that racism isn't always systematic, it kind of is though. Especially in this country. Because racism towards people of color has actually prevented them from moving forward. You know why? You know why you can't be racist towards white people? It's because we have generational wealth. People can hate me all day long for being white, And it can totally bother you if people don't like you because you're white. That's okay. But you can't say that it's racism because you've never been held back in your life because you are white. And from your photo, I can see that you're probably a woman. If you've ever been held back in your life in any way, it's because you're a woman, not because you are white. Okay? We have never been denied loans, denied housing, denied a job, denied basic human rights because of the color of our skin. And let's be fucking real. If there is a person of color in front of me being like, yo, I fucking hate you because you're white. They don't actually hate me because I'm white. They hate the history of this fucking country and they hate the privilege that comes with the color of my skin and how I don't have to work as hard as they do. And I feel like that's fucking valid. And if you don't, I don't give a fuck.
If a black person comes up to you and says, I hate you because you're white, that's not racist, guys. Okay, so we have generational wealth, and that's why people can't be racist to us. I have been educated. I understand. You are correct.
Hi. So I did stop by your page really quickly to see that you were 14 years old. You've got so much time to learn and be more open-minded and more kind and accepting towards other people. So let me just really quickly try and tell you why what you're saying is wrong and hurtful. Let's start with only women can give birth. I'm a man. and I'm going to give birth. So you're already wrong there. But there are also lots of other people who are non-binary or intersex, and they give birth. And again, they're not women. Then the term breastfeeding versus chest feeding, well, for some people, it's actually just more comfortable to call it chest feeding. Some women who have experienced trauma or been abused, they might prefer the term chest feeding. But then we loop back around to not all birthing people are women, so not all birthing people have breasts. Hence the term chest feeding. I understand that your opinions and your beliefs may be deep-rooted and ingrained in whatever your parents have taught you to believe, and that's okay. You still have plenty of time to form your own opinions and even educate others in your life.
Is this a man or a woman? Like, the only thing I can go off of is that she, I'm guessing, says that she's going to give birth, which means that she's a man. So this is a woman. This is a biological woman, I think, who plans on giving birth at some point in their lives. So that's why, in her words, she's a man. What? What?
Let's start with only women can give birth. I'm a man, and I'm going to give birth.
Only women can give birth. Just how it is. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to start doing this nowadays. Only biological women can give birth. I don't even want to do that. I don't want to play that game. I want to say only women can give birth because you're not a man. Even though you are trying to be. I'm not playing their games. I'm not letting them call themselves women and men when they're not women and men.
So you're already wrong there. But there are also lots of other people who are non-binary or intersex, and they give birth. And again, they're not women.
Wait, so if you're intersex, you're not... If you're intersex, you're not a woman. So if you're born a woman, and you're intersex, and you have a penis, along with a vagina, you're not a woman. Like, as far as I understand it, intersex people, when they have the other genitalia, it's small, it's dysfunctional, so they still have very one-sided trait pattern because that's where their body, leaned towards.
I understand that your opinions and your beliefs may be deep-rooted and ingrained in whatever your parents have taught you to believe, and that's okay. You still have plenty of time to form your own opinions and even educate others in your life.
The child's parents are teaching him the right things. Just saying. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys found some of this doomsday fortune-telling entertaining. Because, like I keep saying, I don't know where we're going as a society. But we're just going to keep laughing about it as the ship sinks. So, I'll see all you guys in the next one.